Welcome next to the Willamette River. Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Ducks will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Cantrell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Iowa's return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
They're bringing heat. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got the back over the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Slips through the line. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score! Touchdown, Oregon! Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. The last time they punted it went back for 6. Bringing it back, it's Mueller. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Ducks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Great job at contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Ducks are on the move. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. This offense has a second down play. Running behind that left side. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Here comes third and short from the 24. This offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Harris will throw. Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, does a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Back open in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Movement here from the tight end. They'll leave it with the lone back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
He's got it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Give him 6. Touchdown, Ducks! And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's got it again. And he could not get loose on the run. The Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback. Top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Looking for a block. It's Mueller. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field doing so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Makes the grab. It's Averill. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Harris back to pass. Pressure coming. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Iowa! Don't...
Touchdown.
Ball score with the ball, and the defense did. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Clemson has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they ran down the hill, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over NC State. They'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye.
That is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And the Hawkeyes will hustle to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst night.
There he goes down the right side. 10. Touchdown, Hawkeye. He got loose. It was all over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being
Looking to take a shot. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Line getting set on 2nd down. The give on the inside. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Trying to get the edge on the right. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Harris will throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Oregon! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got?
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. This offense has put on a display in the first, and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really...
What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Snap in the shotgun. Unloads to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pulls it in. It's Cantrell. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Hawkeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looking to pass on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him. You
can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Harris back to pass. He finds his man. He's loose on the right. The 10. Touchdown Ducks. And the route is on. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Cantrell. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on.
Really good defense. You know, you try to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's amazing.
And the ball is picked off. Touchdown, Oregon. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing a football game. They can't protect the... generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
Feeling some heat. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense set on first down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Turns it on in midfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Harris will throw. He'll take a shot. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. On 1st down, here comes this offense. The RPO, it's complete. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Cantrell. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. He's looking to throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Harris back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Holds it in on the left. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 4 over UNLV. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Leaves it with the running back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
He's looking to pass. A little screen to the running back. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking for a crease to the left. stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the Ducks will move the sticks with the first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Harris back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught in the backfield. It's Averill. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A full dive to haul that one in.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got his man. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The snap sets up the throw, using his legs to buy some time. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And the beatdown has ensued. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Coming after him. Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the quarterback is snowed under.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
I've spent time with a lot of coaches when you got a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and they say run the football and run the clock out. And I've seen a lot of other coaches that say, listen, they get paid to stop us. It's their job to try to stop us. And apparently, they live in the second world as this coach.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They're trying to get to it. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Harris will throw. Getting some heat. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. But a nice job by the defender just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
Right on target this time. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the right. And he'll be brought down.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense,
all kinds of room to the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He'll pull it down. Got a wide-open receiver. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They move the tight end all over. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Escapes trouble. He'll pull it down and run. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. Harris back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snags it over the middle.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Fires to the tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it. You've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
21. And he'll bring it back. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Swings it out to his running back. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls. And
the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He's going up top here late in the game. Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stings, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. After this, it'll be a wrap. Harris will throw. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look